One, two. So, guys, welcome to this live stream. It is currently 4:20 p.m. It's currently 4:20 p.m. Um, just checking in. If you are getting me, you can just confirm. Um, if you are able to get me, you can confirm that you are getting me loud and clear so that we can continue. All right, so we can see people are confirming that they are able to get me. That's nice. That is that's a good thing. It's a good thing if you actually are able to get me loud and clear. So we want to start. We were here in the morning, early in the morning. It's like almost 12 hours later. Now we are back. It's New York session is just opening, and you're saying this is the only clarity that you need approaching the new week. Um, so we did our last week. We did last week. Progress. What happened last week, and we saw that we got about 24 RR. And this week, we'll not predict, but also looking for something more or less like that. We also analyzed some of the mistakes that we made last week, where our strengths were last week. Want to see to improve on our strength and to our minimize on our mistake. You can see London. York session is, as I said, in the morning always opens at about 9. You can see it's just we are now almost into the New York. Actually, we are 20 minutes into the New York session. I like trading from 9, exactly 9. Yeah. So London is still on. New York has just opened. So we are trading actually a blend of the two. Now we started in the morning, and I said I was going to analyze some pairs somewhere in the midday, and I was not live. So let me just do a recap of what I've been able to so far analyze. I started with DXY, actually, which gave me a bias for the dollar. So let's look for the DXY. Now, I see all the time traders coming here. Every other time you're starting from the weekly time frame, and that's wrong. So when you mark your weekly zones, price might even take weeks to come to your zone. Let the marking be there. All right. So and again, you are marking the weekly zones only to come and trade in the 5 minutes. You'll end up with it's very hard for weekly buyers to align with the 5 minutes time of entry. It's like a long, it's a long, a long period of time, which maybe would work for swing traders. But for us, intraday traders, we're just looking for the daily profile. I don't need to know at everything what has been the market, what has been the main trend in the daily time frame. No. I just want to see where market is interested in going. Now you can clearly see here, market gave us what's called a failed swing high. Market pushed down a little bit, failed to close above the zone, and impulsively broke below this low. Now creating a supply zone over here. Now what I'm expecting actually for this market is perhaps market to mitigate this supply zone that we are seeing over here, and also maybe come to fill an imbalance that we have here, which is paired by that order block before maybe taking any move. So my interest is market to react off this zone and perhaps ride on some sales on that zone to here if it so happens. But if it respects the zone and closes above it, then we change our bias. If you go to the forward time frame, it's exactly the same thing, but now in a clearer POV. You see the markets are market this is a market strategy because market is more of a change instead of delivery, but I just market structure to avoid using of many terms in my chart. Okay, So clearly we're waiting to see if market reacts off this supply zone and push down a little bit. Are we together? Put down a little bit. Now this gives me a short-term bullish for the dollar and bearish for anything paired against the dollar. Sawa sawa. So if you come to the Euro USD, which is negative of that, again at my extreme POI here, which is a supply zone, as you can clearly see. And last week we had some bullish pressure from last week. Price was trying to retrace, and this bullish pressure actually is just a retracement, perhaps to mitigate this. So you can see clearly there is no. If you look at the price, um, even if you try to measure, it is not yet at the optimal trading entry at the OTE. So I was looking for to see if price can come to anywhere to fill this imbalance here. This is the move that actually we really want to target and see if we can flow with it together. So I narrow down to the 4 time frame, perhaps look for an entry. So this is like an internal market structure, I mean an internal break of structure in the market. Of course, we have external break of structure here, and this is our extreme supply. But now this kind of an internal break of structure there, and maybe if market can react from this one, maybe can get that bullish momentum to that particular zone. So again, clearly, I can see clearly it aligns with the DXY, because DXY should be negative correlated to this one, and that's the same case. Here, market is really approaching a key zone, but you can see we had a rejection block happening there. Actually, there's two rejections in 2 days. Market failed to break above that particular point, creating some sort of equal highs, which creates actually a liquidity pool that I can actually pull price to that POI or to that supply. They've come here. We have some, you see, after yesterday week or last week's bullish pressure to this zone over here, it's like price wants to do some sort of some retracement or something, and have identified unmitigated demand zone. You have a lot of order blocks here, demand zones, but they are mitigated. Price in one way or another came back to touch it. So this one was more of the recent one, which was not touched by the price, right? And again, it's paired with something like an inducement here. So I was looking at it as a very good, nice trade for the price to come and react to it, perhaps before pushing to finally take the liquidity above here. So personally, I'm sitting in a point where I'm expecting some buys of this zone. Same applies to GBP, I mean to Euro USD. So sour. Now let's see what has happened in the few times that I've been away since I marked the chart. So that was on a 4 time frame. Let's look at a 4 time frame. So you can see the price is really trying to push after this break of structure. Price wants to close below this zone. So I'll mark it as more of an inducement. Okay. So I really want to see, and my expectations that at least price might at least give me so let me do candle to candle. So if you do candle to candle, you can see price has just reacted off almost at the OTE, but that's not a retracement that I really appreciate maximally. But last candle, which is a 4 candles, was very much bearish. So if we close bullish, inducement taken, I can see there is no much imbalance over here. Price actually might react from where it is, but my intention was price to always come here. But my experience of trading, sometimes price does not come there if there is no something, if there is nothing that is pushing price to that level. So we're going to check here to see what happened. If you can get perhaps our entry criteria, you normally know what we normally look for. We look for liquidity sweep, market structure change, then a retracement back. All right, so we're going to be very careful to look at that in that particular market. So nothing much has really happened as far as that market is concerned. If you come to GBP USD, the same thing actually, I was expecting to capture some sales to approaching to my zone, but unfortunately I did not get a good entry confirmation. So I'd rather leave it, but I'm still hopeful. If you can get some sales over this place, we can actually utilize to the very end of it. So just here, just stay guided. I mean, see, let's stay guided. Your brokers, let's stay guided. We'll see what's going to happen. And see now for 30. For 30, this is where I think market opens now. Market now really opens. I guess that's why we are seeing some kind of a bullish behavior. London is, I mean, New York is officially coming into play. I know it opened, but now this is where I think pressure comes into the market. Let's see. This is now where pressure pumps into the market. Yeah, New York is currently now opening. Let's see clearly what's happening over there. You can see it has just opened. Now pressure is getting into the market, but that is it. That is it. So you have maybe to be a little bit patient on that to see where the price really wants to get us to. Now I want to analyze with a lot of clarity a pair that gives people headache and stress, and that pair is gold. Gold is a pair that everybody wants to trade gold. Um, because of how easy it is to predict its movement. People just look at the pattern. If it's buying, they are buying. If it's selling, they're selling. Actually, gold does not deal a lot of pressure, by the way, when it comes to analyzing. But let us analyze it professionally and see what we expect in gold. Perhaps we want to analyze gold and two more for today. Then the rest will meet tonight. So gold. Let's start from a daily profile. Although I'll start, yeah, from a daily profile. Now, we don't have to look at every other thing. Just want to look at what should be the immediate reaction of gold. Now, these are daily. If you look clearly, market has been coming down. Uh, this is the last high, lower high that is, and we have we had a market liquidity sweep over here. All right, liquidity sweep over here. So this is the high that came to sweep liquidity. Like that. So let's mark this as our order block for that matter. So gold might really push to this zone. All right, so that's something that we need to take note of. So let's call it our extreme POI. Let's call this extreme POI. Let's call that extreme POI. That's where gold is. All right. Remember, there was a liquidity sweep here. This is something I don't want you to forget because my time of after a long period of trading, I realized gold works with a lot of liquidity. It normally tends, if sweep liquidity, it goes to sweep the next liquidity. All right. Now, another thing you need to understand that this move was also engineered by, there was NFP. This I think this decision was more. I mean, let's see. Yeah, this move of Thursday move. It was more of NFP happening here. Let's also mark our you have this zone here. Where gold is seemingly rejecting the zone. Evidently, you can see again, it's like gold is reacting from this zone, and today alone, if I just mark the zone like that, mark like that, um, you can see it's a zone that price rejected not once. It was an area that has been a strong area. All right, and also let's mark this area, and I'll tell you why. This is like the neckliner of something like W pattern. So let's mark also that. All right. Now we have points where price might have some sales this level, or if you break this level, might target the extreme one. Sawa sawa. Just simple and clear. You don't have to go and to mark a break or structure. No, gold will only trade two ways, either to this side or to this side. Once you identify that, then you are good to go in the first place. I go to the second place. Uh, so we take that, we go to Notion, gold, then we're going to write daily time frame, paste it there. All right. So we are saying gold might project to the extreme supply zone or react on the immediate neckline. So both these are directions gold can actually go. All right. It's currently facing a rejection in a zone which has been acting as a support, a resistance. So let's go to forward time frame. If we come to forward time frame, our zones, they become even more clear. Our zones become even more clear, even more clear. You see clearly with a liquidity sweep over here, with a liquidity sweep, price swept that liquidity. So after price sweeping liquidity, it gave us something very, very interesting. Let's mark it an order block. Nowadays, I just like calling it a demand zone. When you're trading these financial markets, make sure to write anything that you feel is relevant because it will help you understand the market. That is always my advice. Mark anything that is relevant, it will help you understand these markets. All right. Now, if we're going to use our fib from extreme low to the extreme high, look where our OTE lies. Our OTE lies somewhere here in this yellow whatever hapo katikati. So it means we are looking for a possibility of gold dropping further to this level. All right, that's a possibility 4094. Let's look at what has happened so far. At the top, liquidity has been done what? Liquidity has been swept. Let's agree that we have um, liquidity having been swept. That's number one. So even I can just remove this to make sure my chart is very much clear like that. So we have liquidity sweep in that particular angle, and right now we are battling with a scenario of gold dropping this zone. But now that one, we really need to get a very good um, reversal, because gold can actually do you anything. Gold can say to sweep all of this liquidity and react to this extreme POI before dropping. So it needs a lot of clarity, a lot of wisdom in and in taking that trade. So for our time frame, I think this one is well explained. Now with gold, this is where we get our bias. So gold, you don't talk about daily find. So gold up, this is where we get our bias. Let's see if we can get now the direction. Maybe 1 hour time frame. So how about now mark our structure? Now let me mark with you guys. Structure as simple as it should. What do we have here? Let's just call this a market structure shift, because clearly it's marking the end of a trend. What do we call this? The break of structure, right? Break of structure. Another break of structure. So break of structure. Then market failed to break structure, collected liquidity above. So now after this break of structure, allow me delete this in this no, let me not delete, let me just can actually get its visibility. Mm, okay, let's increase a bit. Okay, that's fine. Now in this time frame, allow me mark some few things where price might really want to react from. Number one is this zone, right? That will be my zone of interest. Then we have this demand zone, again will be my zone of interest. Just label it 1 hour demand zone. Like that. Yeah, so these are the areas that I'm expecting price to give me some 1-2 reactions, 1-2-3 reactions over here and there, before everything is set. Now if you go to the lower time, perhaps you might get an entry for this moves here. All right, so might have an initial reactions over here, and I'm looking for a scenario whereby we are going to drop all the way to this level. All right, as let's go, let's again narrow down and see what would happen in a lower time frame. That was 1 hour time frame. Yeah, so let's see if you can get an entry in the 15 minutes time frame. What's happening over here? Let's see the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, something interesting happened. We had a break of structure. Here the break of structure, and that break of structure did not stand. Market broke below here to give us a market structure shift. And likely we are getting a break of structure here to the downside. I don't know why. As I was analyzing this, I don't know why I was feeling like. Let me show you in the 30 minutes time frame at least. Unaona hii small over liquidity sweep. Angalia hapa bana. Hapa 30 ni liquidity sweep bana. So tunaweza kuwa tuko in for some buys. Even when I see a sweep and a close above the sweep, gold will always target the next sweep. So let me give you a signal. Buy now. Buy gold if you can. Buy gold. TP ni kidogo, TP nataka tuweke kwa 41.75. That's like 30 bro. Stop loss there. Chuke goli nisi stop loss hata kama sijamaliza kuweka dindiba na ku why buy gold by the guys you can say in the comment section why buy gold before you can stop loss before umalize kuweka hapo na maliza kwa ushatolewa. Again, something that wants to happen here, but quite skeptical. Ignore that. Me, I'm not taking that trade. It does not align to my structure of trading, my way of trading. But I'm really looking at this as a potential liquidity to be taken. These guys here, I'm seeing them as potential liquidity. Can easily be taken. Okay. So gold can play with people there, but I feel like eventually hiyo level ikaifiti. Hiyo level hiyo looks to me more of a trap. So me, I'll be waiting to see some reactions in this zone. Actually, that's what I'm waiting to see. If I can get a reaction on this zone, let me just restrict this so that it does not appear on this other. When I see a reaction on this zone, when I get an entry there, that I may get a alert. When we get an entry here, atupate a very good confirmation actually we sell from here. Kwa TP itakuwa hapa, first TP, of course tunataka target ya chini extreme one. We'll tighten our stop loss. Hiyo inaingia na range yako ya 2000 toka hapo na 14,000 anyway. That's what I'm actually. I'm not saying that's what will happen, but if that one happens, I'll be glad. This thing is going to buy. If you have some money somewhere, take that buy, bro. Buy out now. I'll come here and tell you si niliwaambia. Ikiwa niliwaambia ikiwa hapa. Nawaambia itafika hapa. Yes, I'll never be this confident with gold. Wait and see. Wait and see. Wait and see, bruh. This is 41, 45. When gold takes liquidity from one side, it always goes takes liquidity on the next side. So hata kama itafika huku, take your partials here at 50, 41, 59. That's like almost 10 units above. Ukiingia na ka 0.1 uko na ka 100 kako baridi. Ukiingia na 1 ukule dhao. Okay. But that's what I've given you. That's what I've given you. Or flip my account. But for me, I'll wait a bit until I get my confirmation thereabout before going here. But for now, I'll deal my run later. Okay. Now, if you're a person who waits for candle to close, we have 10 minutes to close, 15 minutes candle. So ikubreakia down pia hapo utaona kwamba it's a trade that you can take actually. And maybe target to this. You can see there was a push, a very good reactions off this zone. So can take advantage of that, bro. But ukichomoka mtu asije kwa live yangu kuniambia apply proper risk management. Okay, you need to trade, you need to get good entries and trade. These are just by the ways, so don't lose all your money on these ones, right? So yeah, that is it. That's my outlook on gold. Let's wait and see what price will tell us to do, then we will do it. All right. Now there's a pair that I was looking at and I want us to analyze maybe that one only, and we close the show for today. I mean, not we close the show for today because we'll meet later on tonight. And we have to meet tonight again to get a good clarity now for the day, to set up a good pace. I'll be looking at this currency kinda. So there are two. I want to look at this one and also USD CHF. I've been sneaking into their chart and I've really seen some nice things happening there. Turn into page. So we have a daily time frame. CHF JPY. No. I also feel like it's that time. Aha. Okay, this one is self. I don't need to repeat more about this. Price has come to exactly where I wanted it to come. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. You need to take this straight, by the way. But anyway, it's a trend line break. Might just be a retest, and price want to retest the extreme period to send an approval. Let's go together and analyze it with knowledge, appear to go proper equipped with what we're looking at. In the daily profile, if you look quickly, for some time now we've been trending up. Now I'm not looking at this move. I'm looking at this move from here, from Wednesday, June 24th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 2 weeks now. That's been going up, and with this sharp retracement, actually almost reacting to an order block. You see, actually it reacted on the order block before trying to push up again. All right, clarity is everything. follow candle by candle. Nimeshinda nikiongea hiyo sana. Follow candle by candle. Don't follow emotions. Follow candle by candle. Now, on the top side, I want you to see something. On the top side, price is reacting at the leg of that. I'm marking only the leg. The leg of that, again, order block. All right. Have you seen that? We have a rejection there. It happened once, twice, multiple times. We are still in a region of rejection. Are we together? That's where price is currently reacting from that particular leg. Now, if you look at what price has been doing in a broader perspective with this high, low, high, low, lower high at this zone over here, we expect what? Expect a lower low. All right. So from a daily point of view, as much as price doing this one, we were expecting actually this move here. This is the move here. You see this move? We're expecting it to come and create a lower low, but it did not happen. It just came retesting and came back to this zone. All right. Higher. Let's just take that screenshot the way it is. From here, it's interesting. Interesting. I like markets like this one. Sometimes they give you, oh, a mistake. I need to let you go. Supposed to be something like this. Oh, I made a mistake now. I want to do like that. Okay. So it's interesting. Market trapped. In between two OBs. Okay. But what are we seeing? Sharp reaction from the demand zone. A very sharp reaction of that demand zone. Okay. Let's go forward. Now, if you have somebody who marks your chart, let's mark. Iwapo una mark chart yako, come, let's mark our last break or structure was here. This was my break or structure. The last one to the upside. We have what? We have a clean market structure shift. Structure shift. Then we have a clean another break or structure to the downside. Okay, a clean one, a clean one, a clean one. And with an imbalance here that we're expecting market to come and react from this balance, and which is exactly happening. So we had our liquidity that has been grabbed over here. So want to look at the way of getting some entries here and placing those trades. All right. Because this is what has been happening. This market has been very consistent in reacting to its zone. So that's come. Now we are looking forward for a moment of taking this trade all the way down there. Okay, that's what we want to do. That's what we are looking forward to do. Forward does not need even a lot of writing. It is self-explanatory. 4 hours, it is self-explanatory, does not need a lot of writing. When it's left like this one, it can stand for itself. Now let's go to 1 hour and see exactly this move and see how we can capitalize on this move and make some trades. Still have a liquidity sweep over there. Oh, okay. Mm, I think liquidity has been swept over a number of times. We have a liquidity sweep over here. Yeah, with a liquidity sweep. I want us to follow candle by candle in this 3 minutes time frame. Price came, a liquidity sweep, pre-market structure shift back to the zone. That's actually where supposed to take my trade. But no problem, we can still take our entry somewhere about this level here. Okay. Okay, let's put like this one. So with a sweep. After the sweep, market broke structure. Yeah. So guys, this is a model that already is happening. So it might be here, but if market can make at least a move somewhere here, I think there's a pop base to take a trade. We need a very good RR from this trade here. It's a very nice trade. Yeah. We need a very nice RR from this trade. So anyway, anywho, if you can risk for a good when it comes to risking, you can risk to enter now. Stop loss we put above, just above this high there. I think that's what I want to do right now personally. I'm going to target all the way to this low here. That's going to be the order of the day. The order of the day. That's an error of 6.25, bro. Let me see something. Yeah, so let's see if price would come a little bit up to double to here, because already my entry confirmation actually was somewhere here. Those are liquidity sweep, market center shift. We were supposed to enter upper somewhere upper. When the price retraced to this zone, that's where we're supposed to enter. But tumeshachelewa. We already late. So we are just hoping for a reversal to doing here. But if you are hungry, you can take that trade. At this zone, you can have your TP. Your around here, you can have your partials, can take your partials, maybe break even because you're going to see a reaction in that zone. Yeah, hapa, let's go for market hapa. Take your partials, sorry. All right. Okay. Now, but something again was interesting. Let me show you something. Trading sometimes when you combine ideas, takaranga zina blend zote. Okay. Let's see. Uh, Using a trend line, this uh, becomes something. That's okay. Now, if you use a trend line, chances are very high. Market broke above the trend line. It's doing a retest over this zone, and we might see some selling pressure. I mean, some more buying pressure happening from this side. We might, because this was a liquidity sweep. Liquidity was swept over here. You see that also? That's my only worry again. That's why I'm not being confident in taking that trade. That was a liquidity sweep, which communicates a lot of things. So, so watu wangu, we need to be very vigilant, especially if you want to make money. Siingie tu kila ubaridi fulani. Look at the market from nasemanga, be sure. If there are 2, 3 confluences can use to check your market, use them. So long as the very last thing you add is that you're confident. All right? That you're confident. So this one puts us at a crossroad. If we follow exactly without involving the trend line, we feel like the market is reacting from a fair value gap. There's been a liquidity sweep. Now we are sweeping down. But now if you bring technical split crossroads, so that we compare our crossroads later for information. We'll compare our crossroads. Let's see which one will work. Yeah. So let's see. But me, I can say the best thing to do in such a scenario, you wait until market gives you where it wants to go. So for our case, let us wait. Or if you want to take some trades, take to this level. To this level, I highly recommend that's going to happen. Go out of margin to this level. But major concern from here, let's see if price comes close below the level, then do a retest here, can take comfortable sales here. But if it's just sweeps liquidity, then comes to close above here, might be able to buy and chase this level. Can still happen that way. Sawa sawa. So let us wait. That's what I'd say. For that one, let us wait to see exactly where price wants to go. When we get that information, we'll be good to go. Lastly was JPY was my partner, by the way. If I really like what I saw, JPY's They have been, and that again might be a fact actually. That might be a fact. Consider the way things have happened today. After last week they were affected a bit. So today kuja na ubaya zimekaa na maubaya sana. Look at what they're doing. But that. But anyway, anyway. Hey, this trade did me bad. Did me bad. Hii nilionyesha asubuhi ya sikuonyesha. I saw market such a shift and I was like, yeah, we are bearish bro. We are bearish. Eh? We are bearish mtu wangu. And then this one I marked later. I knew we are going to, yeah, I think I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. But this area of imbalance, so it moved from bearish to bullish. But now as I come and I saw this, actually it was up to this level here. I say there are a lot of rejection. Price is rejecting this zone, and I say let me enter. Stop loss above. It was above this stupid height over here. The take profit was to target this, to clear this liquidity and target this imbalance. Woo! Sasa kaniambia you want to go against me, yeah? Let's see who would win. That was pretty good. You can kanionyesha asubuhi, but this was, yeah, by the way, I forgot this. In my 24 RR, I forgot. I just remember I forgot this. This was actually, I think, for something. It was 3.6 actually. So tulipata kama 27 RR. Look at how zero drawdown this was. Unfortunately, I did not execute again. I think I forgot about this. I analyzed everything okay, nikaweka nikasahau. Mapua me. But again, it was very simple. Imagine to liquidity sweep, market structure, coming back to a fair value gap on that block. And this model, this model works almost every time. Depending on how it after. Anyway, I was talking about something on USD. Um, where is that guy? Finally, let's look at USDCHF. Niona ilikuwa na very enticing pattern. Guys, what do you guys think? I'm seeing more of bearish already. Tunaenda kuuza hii kitu, but ni retracement. Sifai ni retracement tu. I'll mark that. I'll put in the notion later. So for now, just allow me explain few things here and there. I'm seeing that also. Market, if I show you the live market, are you seeing how clear that is? How superb that is? Failed. Now want to test this one. What's the next line of thought? Ni hapa tu. Probably, eh? Okay. Good guys. Now let's continue. Let's go back to our candles. Now that we've seen that in the 4 time frame, that one disappears, but this one actually comes in handy. Mark such a shift. Now I can mark more of our order block on this one, which has been reacted to, so we don't need that one. We need this smaller one here as our target zone to see how price react there. Of course, we have also another small zone over here. If you get some nice, I think this is not clear per se, but if you mark it clear, you can get some entries. Otherwise, what one? Are you still in? Oh, pole, calling here pole, pole, wuli, umefanywa ile kitu. Hmm. Ah. No, this is not the model. The model is assuming siko sawa tumekuja hivi hapa, then we've been liquidity grab, then market comes and break this structure, change structure, then it comes kwa nini. Hiyo ndo model nazungumzia, sio hii ilikuwa tu kwa pasha pasha moto mwingi. Anyway, usiharibu my chart and kama I'm waiting to close on. Yeah, but gold ikiwa imesimamia pale, niliwaambia mimi I'll be interested in this market once they show me a clear direction where it wants to go, and most probably here. Okay. For now, I guess, guys, that is it. I've analyzed most of I tried mostly those two nimeonyesha. Gold, Euro USD, GBP USD, CAD. It's not in the line of my analysis. It's been going up badly. So they watch a quarter until the price actually resumes to where it was. It's been going up. CAD, it's a moment of like it's consolidating. I don't trade sideways market. So as long as it's more of a sideways, I really have to wait to have a clear picture. So this one, unless we get out of this zone, you think that's the zone we are really trading in. So card, that was not my thing. This one I think I have an edge, just waiting for it to materialize. As I said earlier in the morning, it also wants to play with my emotion here and there, but I was really waiting for a nice reaction of this zone. So hapa, if you get a good sweep and a good structure, can really take that trade. So hapo tunangoja, that's what's happening there. AD card, I had not analyzed it. Same to this one. Also this one was buying Subui. And I think now it wants to give us a very good thing. Let's see how it's going to react in both this area. But now this area is not an area even of interest. Let's take this one. Sometimes you're going to mark your area of interest wrongly and end up thinking that's what will happen, and it's not happening. And the reason is your area was marked wrongly. Okay. This one I can say, okay, let me remove it. This one, tani mnaona tu. Tani mnaona ish eh? It is a ish. But if you look at what is happening right now, and you have some money, you really need to trade. I don't see why you can't put your money here. I mean, hey, bring your money here. Useme aje, I'm selling this one. See me 3RR. Sell immediately, market price. Don't even wait, because I'm seeing a lot of that possibility happening, but it's not a confirmed trade. I'll be really going against my rules, something that I don't like doing. Right? That one with a market sawa, kitu pia ili tunaweza tukaingia, ndio tumekuwa na liquidity sweep, market structure shift, and get a retracement back to the knee. You can end. Let me just mark that. Nisiwekee kitu ya kusell hapo, mwanze kusell tena mseme hii live I've given 2 entries na zote zimeuma nje. I've not given 2 entries. Yeah, so let's see price closing below these protected levels. Then if price can retrace back to this level here, we'll take the sale. We'll take Atami, I'll take that. I'm promising you I'll also take that sale. if that one happens, if that one is fulfilled. But if not, that is it. So that is it. It's been nice. I've enjoyed. I've interacted. Um, let's meet at night. As always, let's meet from about 10 a.m. thereabout as we close the day. Today we'll not do 1 or 12, we'll do 10 a.m. so that by the time the market comes to close, we are also done. So thank you very much for watching. See you. See you at 10. Bye.